Welcome to the online conference 2015, October Group F. We have the participant from Rwanda. And for this conference, we'd like to speak about our futures and rights. So this is the first online conference for us. We would like to set topics with all participants' opinions. So we're planning to have conferences with those topics. There is the 12 critical areas from Women with UN Women, the Beijing Platform for Action Plus 20. This is the key platform for human rights of women. So we would like to share the situation and opinions about the 12 critical areas of women with disabilities through the word. So if we don't discuss about those for women with disabilities on our own, who else can? So this achievement would be possible under your participations. And we will discuss on the CRPD, the Committee on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. We proposed and established a separate article specifically concerning women with disabilities, which is Article 6, subsequently adopted on the 13th of December 2006 by the UN Assembly, UN General Assembly. So we now need to discuss about how we can act by the Article 6 in practical terms. So we would like to be on the new flows or the word for disabilities and women. And also the topic would be the UN Post 2015. It's Sustainable Development Goals. So all the examples can be changed after accepting opinions from participants.
Yeah.
Okay, so we would like to ask you 3 questions today. First, the story of participant. And second, feedback of the third assembly for us making a better word assembly. Third, ideas and advice for the online conference, like recommendable topics and effective ways. Okay, so first, for the last assembly, we know all participants are so knowledgeable and admirable like you. And the topic of the third assembly for women with disabilities was education and empowerment for sustainable jobs. But we couldn't have enough time for talking to the participants and their lives and jobs. So we're asking for the stories of your lives and your jobs. So this story of the participant will touch the minds of all women with disabilities. They will be encouraged by your stories. So at the beginning, please introduce your name and your nationality and your type of disability.
Thank you. And maybe slow. I have to talk slowly.
Oh, yes.
Because my English. Okay. My name is Theodeta Baisenga, coming from Rwanda. I get disability, I think.
A type of disability?
Yeah, type of disability is physical. I have one leg amputated, the right one, because of the tragedy. All of you know what happened in Rwanda in 1994, and there are some consequences of that. After a few years, I got my disability in 1997. It's like the consequences of genocide. When those people made the genocide and they ran away in other countries, they tried to come back and they attacked one school where I used to study. I was in my 5 year in secondary school, and they asked us to separate, if you know, saying you this ethnic go one side and others another side, saying who to go one side, Tutsi one side. When we refused, they tried to use it shooting grenades, all of those. That's when I get my disability. Excuse me.
Thank you for telling us.
Okay.
Alright.
Maybe you can remind me. I didn't catch your questions.
Uh,
다시 물어봐봐.
sorry. So she is asked. She is said, "Oh, you must been through a tough time and scary time." Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you must been through tragedy and
Hard time.
hard time.
Compared to hard time.
Yeah, the bad times.
How did you overcome?
How did you overcome?
Those situations.
Sorry.
Are you asking how?
Oh, I mean, how you have tough time and now you are unsettled. How got over?
How did you get over?
How did you get over for your tough time?
I say after that I had a long time in hospital, like 6 months lying there, and after I used to go to the hospital sometimes for is it kinesiotherapy or massage, all of those things, and after some time I get a help of prosthesis, all of those, and I stayed at home without any hope if I can be really a person, if I can do something, if I can be someone to support my family and in my country. Excuse me. And after 2 years, is it 2 years or 3 years? My country helped, the government helped me to go back to school again, and I went and I started studying again. Uh, my family was very poor. It was not easy to go again to school because the father and the mother were saying, if you go to school, what are you going to do after finishing your studies? Because many people who don't have disability, they don't have any job. You have to stay at home. It was like that. But my country helped. I'm saying some authorities near me, they helped me to go again to school, and I studied there. And after finishing, I get a sponsor also to continue my university studies. And after that, being in at university, I started to have like a hope, and slowly, I because of seeing other students with disabilities, and we tried to be together and sharing some ideas, and it was enough for me. I tried to forget and see the future. Yeah, and after finishing, I tried to get a job like other people, and now, yeah.
Oh, I'm interpreting to her while you're talking. So
Oh, yeah.
he said, listening to your story is really encouraging, not only for
Mm.
her, for all the communities. And
Excuse me.
that um, listening to your story is
Mm-hmm.
encouraging.
Okay.
Yeah. So what about, can I ask your
Can
job?
you increase your voice?
Sorry?
Raise your voice.
Oh,
Can
okay.
you?
Sorry. Um, can I ask your job? Can you tell us more?
My job?
Yeah, your job.
Oh, since the time I finished my university studies, I've tried different jobs. First, I was working in one international NGO as a treasury or a
Treasury?
cashier in Handicap International for maybe 90 months. And after I went to my district where I was born, and
그럼 다시 돌아가서 구역으로 나눠야 되잖아요. 다시 돌아가서
I yeah, I had the different jobs, but now coming from Korea, now I have a new job. I'm the district accountant now, and but related to people with disabilities. You know, in my country we have National Council for Persons with Disabilities. The structure is from cell level up to national level. Uh, how it is constructed? There is a cell level, sector level, district level, provincial level, and the national level. And I am the secretary at the national level of
Oh,
that National Council of Disability.
wow.
Mm,
That's cool.
okay.
그러니까 레벨들이 다 있는데 위에서부터
So,
인터내셔널 레벨이
what efforts did you do for being you now? You,
Oh,
yeah, you might
yeah.
put your efforts again, a lot.
After getting this support of studying in university, I said this is enough really from my government. I have to work hard myself in order to help my family. As I told you that it was really very poor, my sisters and the brothers. It was difficult to go to school for them, and yeah, really, what I do, I yeah, I try to work hard to get some loans from banks, what and construct a house for my family, paying schools for my brothers and sisters, feeding them, yeah, and also continue to support people with disabilities, like mobilizing and encouraging them, being together in cooperatives, and try to, if we can get some support for them, it's like that.
도움을 받기 위해서 열심히 노력했고 그런데 주변 사람들이 뭐라 그랬는지 물어봐요. What did other people do? I mean, say about your working hard out.
Oh, did anybody said something to you for looking at you supporting your family and working hard and studying hard?
Can you repeat again? Excuse me.
How can I say? People around you
Mhm.
said maybe complimented you you working hard and studying hard and even helping your family.
A lot?
Yeah, I want to hear a little bit.
Oh, I can't hear you very well.
Say when
I don't hear.
Oh, I mean, what did other people say when you're studying hard?
What other people say?
Yeah, other people around you, like,
Yeah.
he's
working hard, or
he's
it's
studying
crazy.
hard.
If I can maybe try to understand your question, people around,
You?
people around me, many times they say you are like a man, not because they consider a man like the one who can perform. Maybe women cannot do this.
Oh,
I think because you have disability,
yes,
it's
yes.
really
장애 여성인데
Yes.
여성이면서 장애인인데
Yes.
뭘 할 수 있는 얘기가.
Yes, we totally can understand.
oh,
Yeah, we're interpreting. Sorry.
midday. Alright.
So, yeah, but you made it. Congratulations, Ron. Oh, you're successful. Yes.
I don't.
You can hear me?
I can't catch you very well.
Yeah. We said you made it. You did it.
You did it.
What?
You succeed. Now.
Oh yeah. Really,
Congratulations on.
thank you.
Your success.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm a great thing for you.
Okay,
So for all the women with disabilities, can you give an advice and the know-how of getting jobs and working continuously, sustainably for women with disabilities? Give me some advice and know-how to them.
Yeah. You see, only one of the problem to handicap these women with disabilities to have or to get a sustainable job is the limited education. Nowadays, what we are doing is to mobilize all people, all officials to help or to support people with disabilities, especially these women with disabilities, to go to school. Because me too, if I didn't have this opportunity to be to school, really it can be difficult to be who am I. What we are doing or an advice I can give is to mobilize these people to support if they can. And people with disabilities also, these women with disabilities also, those who are old somehow, who didn't get this opportunity to be to school, they can be together with other people and they put their effort together and they can put their ideas together so that they can think together what they can do. And if they can get even support from maybe the government, from maybe other people, but it can coming from them, their own ideas. Yeah, it's a kind of advice I can give.
Okay. So yeah, you're talking about education is really important for them, right?
Yeah.
Yes, getting ideas and become creative and put their ideas and
I can't catch you. I can't catch you.
Okay. So I mean, getting together all the women with
Excuse me? I can't catch you.
all the women with disabilities getting together is
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I will go for another question. Before that, I will tell you her message. President Ha brought a message to you because she can't
Oh,
English. So I will read it behalf, on behalf of her.
Ready? Hello, this is
hello.
Ko. How have you been since you were back to your own country? It's been over a month already.
My God, can I see you? Can you be?
Yeah?
No, no. Oh.
No, here. Right, she's saying, okay, this is a letter from her.
From who?
We have been busy for organizing and sorting out data from the assembly. After the assembly, I started to learn English for communicating with you. I definitely can say it's not easy at all. Why don't you learn Korean for me? I miss you. And I would love to listen to your opinions and stories. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
영어를 배우기 시작했다고. 그대로 한 거야.
그리고 이거 8번 9번 안 물었어.
Okay. Yeah, honey, I'm taking it over. Okay. Now we're up to number 8, which is how we can run the online conference better for who cannot hear or which can replace the online conference. Can you give us any idea for better conference? Now you're doing it, right? Do you have any better idea for women with a disability are communicating with us? Hello? It's breaking. Are you there? Obey Senga, are you there? Hmm?
It's okay now.
You're right?
Hello?
Back on online?
Hello?
Can you hear us?
Okay, just now I can hear you.
Okay, let me ask you that question again. Did you get that, what I said? I said, do you have any better idea for communicating on online conference with those people who cannot hear and which can replace the online conference? Well, which or other ideas that can replace our online conference? Or any idea for online conference for sharing our opinions and raising your
An idea about it, this online conference?
yes, for this online conference. Okay, we're open to accept your ideas. Like what we are doing now is we are recording on air now, and we're going to put them online, and everyone who participates in this group and other groups will watch this, and we'll put them on the homepage we're making now. And for those who cannot hear, the hearing problems, or they cannot see with the disabilities, do you have any better idea for them to, communicate with other people, with us? That's my
Yeah,
question.
an idea it can be shared to other people. I think not only to people with disabilities or women with disabilities. I think many persons can participate. Different persons, is it? Uh, do you hear me?
Of course,
Hello?
I am translating to Miss Ho. Just keep
Yeah.
saying I'm listening.
Okay. What I can say, really, many times people without disabilities, they think the persons with disabilities um, people only to be supported, only to think for them, only to maybe to elaborate what is, if I can say, some policies or some project even without consulting them, thinking maybe they don't have any better ideas or what. What I would like to tell to many people is to think that people with disabilities, women with disabilities, are the same like they are. If they need to be consulted before being implemented, some things, even as women with disabilities and people with disabilities, we need to be consulted. We have ideas. We know what we need and how we want to live. It's not necessary for them to think for us. They have it to be near us and can share ideas.
Okay, so
Really, I need the
yeah, all
people
right.
to
Yeah, that was good. That was good. So we understand that women with the disabilities has, of course, they have potential to share their ideas and everything, but we don't have that chance to talk, right? This is why we're making this online conference for them to talk, for them to join. But for those, I'm saying what I'm saying, in short, do you have any in your countries, in order to share their ideas, do you have any idea for sharing their opinion and listening to their opinion for those people who don't have, who has a problem with the ears, eye problems, blind, and how do they communicate with other people? How do they, in your country, how do they, appeal their ideas, share their ideas with other people in your country?
yeah. What I told you before, I am the one of the committee of our National Council of Persons with Disability at the provincial level. The objective for this National Council of People with Disabilities make advocacy. We tried to work hard um, since when? Since to 2007, working hard so that our government can make some changes. Before it was, we've not have this national council. It was like a civil society, and we tried to make to raise this voice. And after 2010, we had this national council. It's a part of the government institutions, if I can say. Uh, you see now, slowly, the government is understanding. Now, people with disabilities can, this council can get the support, the budget from the government, And now in our country constitution, there is what can I say? It is written something about people with disabilities, and then, now these people who cannot communicate, they are starting to be together. For example, these who have these hearing problems or visual problems, it's easy now for them to be together and raise their problems. So that's why now in my country, now the government is supporting the blind people to study in universities, and they provide the materials required. Yeah, it's slowly now we can see the fruits of effort put in this. Oh, I can't hear you.
Of course, I was translating. Sorry. We were all
Now
listening to your voice. Yeah, it's slowly growing up, but you're there, right? At least it's starting, right? You there? 그래도 정부가 와서 그렇게 도와주기 시작하고 2007년에서부터 2010년 사이에 지금 얘네들은 그걸 만든 거예요. 그 자기네들이